Millennia from Take-Two is a time-traveling strategy game in which you have gotten drawn into an alternate galaxy in which an evil race called the Microids have driven 4 other friendly races to extinction. Your mission is to affect the history of this alternate galaxy in a way which will help the friendly races from becoming extinct. The races progress technologically at a certain rate, but you can help them along by introducing inventions at different points in their timeline. Through this method, you might be able to introduce a wheel to a race which leads them to inventing the car faster than they normally would have. This in turn leads to further inventions, some of which will hopefully fend off the Microid. Play is a mix of live action and strategy as the player flies around in the galaxy timeline, gaining inventions from one race and giving them to another. You can't simply get advanced weapons from an advanced race and give them to Neanderthal Bob of another race. He'd be clueless what to do with it. You have to ease the races along faster than they'd go normally. All this would seem simple enough if it weren't for a few small details. The Microids will be attempting to stop you, as will some other time travelers from a mysterious fifth dimension. Some races will also decide that they can do things better than you and decide to turn against you. While mostly a strategy game, Millennia runs in real time, and you'll be defending your ship in arcade-style action sequences. There's also lots of other stuff you have to concern yourself with besides getting the timelines correct. As you go backward and forward through time, you have to worry about refueling your ship by drawing off fuel from gaseous planets, you have to deal with the representatives from all of the races to keep them happy, and sometimes you have to threaten and attack the races to keep them in line. When the Microids are driven off, you are then faced with a new goal. The races will eventually develop the ability to expand to other planets, and when that happens, it turns into all-out warfare again. So you have to gather the equipment that will help you escape the galaxy. The equipment requires a lot of resources, which means you'll probably have to help the races farther advance in order to get these items built, all the while trying to stay alive in the middle of this war. The look and sound of the game should be quite impressive. An extensive amount of animation is being used for all of the combat sequences, the different types of weaponry, and the different parts of your ship, including your onboard computer companion, Angus. There are special musical sequences to discover, and the planetary representatives will communicate with you through digitized video.
They will be represented by live actors who are wearing latex masks that the artist in England, his name is Saul Marchese, has taken a lot of time to develop and create. So essentially, it's sort of a neck-up view of the alien talking. And it will be in its own tongue.
With an original concept that's easy to understand but difficult to execute, it looks to be in the same vein as Master of Orion and SimCity 2000. If you like strategy games mixed in with action and adventure, be sure to check out Millennia when it's released in September of '95.